What's up guys, I'm here at Six Flags Great Adventure. I haven't done this type of video yet and I really wanted to, and maybe it can be a thing if you guys enjoy it, but I want to go through quickly and do a coaster tour, everything that's available here, so if you guys are trying to nab credits, you kind of have a little guide for yourself. So we're just going to start here at the waterfront with the Joker, and over there, which is the Harley Quinn coaster. So right behind me was the Joker. This is one of those 4D rides spinning as you go through the track here, fully vertical, kind of on top of itself. It has a very low capacity, so if you're going to ride it, you definitely got to plan to wait. And this one, I believe S&S makes this, and the park themselves, I believe they can adjust how much free spinning you do. This one being notorious for being one of the more free spinning ones. The other thing that I should mention since I'm here is that you can't have any belongings with you, and you'll have to make use of the lockers here, and that is the case for any of the coasters here. You will have to leave your bags at a locker. I know that some other Six Flags locations will let you put them at the station and they'll have bins, but that's not the case at Great Adventure. Just to the right of the Joker over here, where is it? There it is. Anyway, so this one was down for a second, it's just starting up, but this is the Harley Quinn Crazy Train, but it used to be, I believe, before the Joker was built, it was Blackbeard's Lost Treasure. And it looks like it just started operating, so I'm gonna walk over this way. It's a very long train on this. This is built by Zero or something like that. And I believe it has kind of a twin sister over at Six Flags New England called Catwoman's Whip or something like that. But yeah, this is a nice easy credit, little family coaster. It's nice, it's fun, and it's a credit. So yeah, let's move on. All right, I'm here at Skull Mountain. This one is built by Intamin. It's been here for quite some time. And just a small indoor roller coaster, nothing crazy to write home about. But that first drop is actually kind of fun, I won't lie. The theming is actually a lot higher in quality than most of the rides that you'll see at Six Flags, and I'm gonna try to back up here to show you the mountain. So it does have a skull up there. All right, I walked over here to Nitro, which is probably somewhere in everybody's top if they've ridden it here. And I believe, what was this ranked last year? Like the 7th roller coaster in the world, if I remember. It's such a great ride. That first drop is amazing. It goes out into the woods, and it's just, there's so many good different elements to this ride. Definitely look up like a POV video if you have a chance, because this one is one you're going to want to re-ride front, back, middle, and in between. All right, I'm over here now in the Movie Town area by Batman the Ride, which is a clone that I think a lot of you guys might recognize. It's a little beat up. It is 25, 26 years old. It opened in '95, but it is the second install from B&M. Doing this inverted style, and it moves. I'll admit I've grayed out on it a couple of times before, and it still whips, maybe not in the best way, but the elements, they're still there, they're still fun, and definitely worth at least one ride through. All right, so now I'm in front here, just across from Batman the Ride at the Dark Knight coaster, which is essentially an indoor wild mouse. I don't want you guys to come here with any assumptions about some cool thing that's in here. Yes, there is a cool intro video before you get on the ride, but it is just a standard wild mouse in here. So come in, get your credit, get out. Now I've come all the way over here to Frontier Adventure because we were done with the Movie Town area and the roller coaster over there, and I'm in front of the Runaway Mine Train, which is Six Flags Great Adventure's first roller coaster that they installed here way back in, I don't know, it was 45 years ago or so. Arrow Development put this one together, and it's we can complain a lot about how painful some roller coasters are. This one is kind of like that fun kind where you're a little terrified because the restraint system is so old. It does kind of go over the water, and sometimes it can't run if the water level is too high, which I thought was interesting. It goes through some forest. It's a great little starter roller coaster, family style roller coaster, and definitely would check it out. All right, so I'm here in front of Bizarro, which is the world's first floorless roller coaster from B&M, and it has aged amazingly well, let me tell you. This is one of my favorite rides at the park. I've re-ridden it as many times as anybody who is local to the park can, and it has ride elements that are great. So this one definitely you will want to re-ride. Do a front, do the back, hopefully you'll have the pyro and everything else that goes on in this ride going on, and you will enjoy this one. This is definitely the one to re-ride. So behind me here is El Toro, which is one of the highest rated roller coasters that we have here in the Northeast. It's by far one of my favorites. Definitely a re-rideable one that just, it changes every little bit. It's made by Intamin, prefabricated steel hybrid. I love this ride and highly recommend. This one is the one you want to re-ride. Actually, I think that I can't resist. I'm gonna actually go ride this one because it's only like a 20-minute wait, so I'll be right back. Love the sound of El Toro and that Intamin track and the way it like grinds against there when it's going up the hills, and then you get that airtime. It's awesome. I discovered through a friend of mine that if you sit in like the middle row where there's no wheels actually, you get a better ride on that one because you won't feel every jolt on there. And I think now we're gonna head over to the last couple of roller coasters, which are Kingda Ka, Ultimate Flight, and Green Lantern. While I'm walking over here to Kingda Ka, I want to mention also there's a kiddie coaster, which you can pick up for the credit. Sometimes it gets a really funny wait time. It's the Roadrunner coaster that's in the kids area. So you can give that a shot if you're really into getting credits, but I'm not going to put that one in this video. All right, so I'm here in front of Kingda Ka, which is the world's first or second strata coaster. I'm not sure, but right now it's still the world's tallest and the second fastest roller coaster that we have in terms of records. Built by Intamin in 2005, and very much worth your time. It is so fast. I think it's 128 miles per hour that it launches you. Definitely hasn't been as well maintained as it could have. They could have changed the restraints at this point, I think. There's a couple of things that needed to be changed, but because of the way state inspections are, it hasn't. Anyway, not going down that drama train. Definitely worth your time. Get a ride through in the front, get a ride through in the back, and if you're lucky, you might get a rollback and not make it all the way up on the hill. All right, so I'm here at the exit of Green Lantern, which is a B&M stand-up roller coaster, one that I really hope gets the Firebird treatment, aka Apocalypse, because that one got converted into a sit-down floorless, and it was improved magnificently. For this ride in particular, because it is a stand-up and these restraints are notorious for being uncomfortable, watch out for your legs. If this one you might want to start at the beginning of the day because it can do a number on your legs, and also remember to keep your neck out, your head out, like crane it out a bit, because otherwise you're going to clap your ears a little bit on the restraints. Other than that, the ride layout I really like. If it weren't for those restraints, this layout would be amazing. There's 7 inversions. It's awesome. So definitely this one, I would head over to this and the next ride, which is Superman Ultimate Flight. Do those first in the beginning of the day, because a lot of times these have really long wait times for some reason, and that stand-up restraint can do a number on you, so you're going to want to get it out of the way when you're not fatigued or tired from walking around from the park all day. All right, so I'm here at the last roller coaster, Superman's Ultimate Flight, and I'm right behind my favorite element, which is the pretzel loop. Everything else is kind of smooth, glidey, nice, but for the most part, it's kind of an underwhelming ride other than this one element, which most people rave about. So this one, coupled with the Green Lantern, are the ones that in the boardwalk area I would do first. From there, kind of go almost in like the backwards order that I did this video, and get your credits. I think there's 12 or 13 that you can get all said and done. And yeah, it's well worth your time. So a lot of my favorites are here. Of course, being my home park, I am a little biased. My number one here is El Toro. Some people might argue that Nitro deserves that, especially when it's a little colder. Nitro definitely acts a little differently. I think that that's going to do it here for me, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you go out and make your own adventure.